Okay, we are down here with puppy Bleeker for our week 1 video recap. The puppies are thinking about nap time upstairs, so I gotta get them awake before we start training. Yeah, there you go, good boy. There you go. All right, so we just started with a little bit of play with Bleeker, but now what we're gonna do is go through all of the training exercises that we've been practicing with these puppies for the last week, so that you can see the progress they're making, how they're doing, and also so that you know what to practice at home once the pups go home. So we're going to be working with them for the next 3 weeks, but I recommend once your puppy comes home to you that you start with the week 1 material. So everything that I'm doing today, I want you to practice at home with your puppy, okay? So I think we've got Bleeker awake here. Yeah, you were trying to take a nap upstairs. So we're going to move in to our training session. I've got some cookies in my pocket. Let's refill a couple more. I've also got my clicker. So in your initial confirmation email, you got a link that will have handouts and also take you to the video library. I also want you to watch those videos. The week 1 videos are so that you can see a little bit more detailed instructional videos on exactly what we're doing and why, okay? Especially for the clicker. So I'm going to start by charging our clicker. So that means I'm going to click and then I'm going to feed Bleeker a cookie. Okay? I love Bleeker's name. I think it's from the Muppets. You guys have to tell me if I'm right, but it's so cute. Right? I think he's the funny science Muppet guy. Are you ready? Are you ready to play? Yeah. Look at this puppy. He knows when he hears the click that there's going to be food. So we're going to start by doing this 4 or 5 reps. Yeah, there we go. Once we've got the clicker charged, our puppy is primed for the training session. Now we're going to move into our next behavior, which is following a food lure in my hand. Okay, so I'm going to show Bleeker that I have a piece of food. I get him connected to that food, and then we move together. Okay? After a few steps, I'm going to click and release that cookie. So let me show you. I'm holding the food in a flat palm. I'm taking my thumb and I'm just putting the thumb right over the cookie. This way, when Bleeker's connected, he's licking. He's not biting my fingers, okay? Good boy. So whenever I'm holding food in my hand and training, I'm holding it with my thumb over the cookie, flat palm. And then that keeps the dog connected, but also teaches them not to bite my hand when we're training, okay? So now we did that a few reps. I'm going to add in Bleeker's name. Bleeker. Good boy. And we're going to start to teach him some name recognition. When he hears his name, we're talking to him. We want his attention. Bleeker. Good boy. Let's do that a couple more times. Some of these cookies are big. I'm breaking them in half. Bleeker. Good job, buddy. One more. And we can do from either hand too. Bleeker. Yeah, you're so smart. What a good boy. So those are our first 3 training exercises that we practiced with the puppies. Now we're just going to take a break for a couple of seconds. I like to take little breaks between every few behaviors. At home, you know, I'm making a recap video right now. At home, you could pick like 2 or 3 things to work on, do those for a few reps, and then maybe later in the day you could do another few things. You don't have to do everything all at once like I'm doing in your recap video, okay? Where's that? There's your toy. Because you'll see, especially if you watch some of the other puppies, like once we get towards the end, the dogs just start to get full, right? Yeah. There's a good boy. All right, so let's move into our next set of training exercises. The first thing I'm going to do now is called a hand target. This is going to look kind of similar to following the food lure, but it is a little bit different. Ooh, I think he knows I got the cookies in my pocket. Yeah. So I'm going to grab some food here, and I'm going to get Bleeker connected initially, just like we did with the food lure, but watch what I'm going to do now. Bleeker, touch. I pulled my hand away from his nose, disconnected from the puppy. When he reconnected, that's when I clicked and fed him the treat. Touch. Good boy. Let's do a couple more of those. So when his nose targets my hand, that's why we call it the hand target, touch. That's when I'm clicking and releasing the treat, okay? And I call this behavior touch. Bleeker, touch. Wow, what a good boy. You're good at those hand targets, huh? All right, so we did those for a few reps. Let's practice our first position change now, which is a sit. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna have a couple cookies in my hand. Let's have 2 in my hand. If he's already sitting, no big deal. I'm gonna connect him to the food lure, move him out of position. Bleeker, sit. Good job. Now with the second, I just clicked and fed him a cookie. The second cookie, okay, is used as a release. We're gonna teach our puppies a release word. You can move out of the sit position when I tell you okay. All right, so watch that again. Bleeker, let's turn you this way. Sit. Good man. So there's 1 cookie for sitting, okay, and then 1 cookie to release him out of that position. What a good boy. You want to do it again? Bleeker, sit. Ooh. I'm going to make sure not to give him the cookie until his butt and his front feet are on the ground. Okay. Let's do one more. You a hungry man, huh? Sit. Good job. Okay. Good boy, Bleeker. You're so smart. Yeah, look at you. All right, so the next behavior that we're going to do in this little session is the first step in, go to a mat. So this is going to turn into a stay, okay? This week, super short duration. We're just teaching our puppies to go over to the mat. So I've got some cookies in my hand. I've got the mat. He's distracted by a fuzzy on the ground. Good boy. You smell the cookies from your brothers and sisters. That's what I'm looking for. Good job, bub. It's right there. It's right there. Good boy. So now I fed him 1 cookie for finding the down on the mat, but look what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him another one. I want to reward the dog for holding the position on the mat. Okay. And just like the sit, we're going to use that release word when we're all done, okay? Yeah, that's a fuzzy. That's not food. I'm going to help him with the little food lure. Yeah, good man. So there's 1 cookie. There's our second cookie. Okay, when we're ready for him to come off the mat. Let's do that one more time. You ready, Bleeker? What a smart boy. Very good job. Beautiful. Ready? Okay. Go get it, go get it. Not the fuzzy. It's right there, you turkey. Good job. So you can see super short duration for week 1 when they go to the mat. I actually don't really care if these puppies are sitting, standing, or laying down on the mat, but this set of puppies is just going over and laying right down on the mat, so I am rolling with it. They're doing really good with that. Good boy. So now we're going to take a little break again for a second. Are you so smart? Here's your little chew. Everybody is into this chew today. Good boy. Ooh. Ooh, these floors are slippery, huh? Good boy, Bleeker. So the last set of behaviors that we're going to do here, a little bit of a handling exercise, okay? So our puppies are going to require a lifetime of grooming and veterinary care. We want to start early and make sure that these things that our dogs are going to need to have done to them can remain cooperative and not scary. So there are some training exercises that we can start with them when they're young to get them prepped for these types of environments. I'm going to come down on the ground with Bleeker, so I'm just giving myself a little blanket for my knees. And I'm going to get some snacks in my hand. I have a few pieces of food. And What are you doing? You sniffing the blanket? He's licking my sock. You're so weird. Come here, look at it, I got food. Good boy. So I'm gonna lure him out in front of me here, just letting him lick the food that's in my hand. I'm gonna take this hand and bring it under his belly. Yes. I'm just kind of stabilizing him, holding him in the stand position. Okay. And just like we did with the sit and with the mat, when I'm done, I'm gonna release him out of position. Let's do that on both sides. Okay, so he's just licking the food that I have up here, petting him with my other hand, coming underneath and stabilizing him in that stand. Yes. Giving him a cookie for that. Okay, and releasing him out of position. Nice job, Bleeker. You're so smart. So we're just going to do that 2 times, the holding him for restraint. Now we're going to move into handling some different body parts. Okay, so this time I'm going to pick up an ear, gently massage. Yes. Let him have one of those cookies that's in my hand. Uh-oh. This time I'm going to pick up a foot, gently massage those toes. Yes. Feed him. Yes. Bleeker is still into his food, so we're going to go through every single body part. I just did a back foot. Let's do his tail. Ooh, yes. Good boy. Let's release him. Okay. So even though I haven't gotten to everything yet, I'm going to give him a little break, right? Breaks are good. Let's get him back, turn him around, and I'm going to handle this ear this time. Little massage. Yes. Good boy, Bleeker. Foot. Yes. Back foot. Yes. And hey, why don't we just do that tail again? Boop, boop, boop. Yes. And we're all done. Okay. Good job, Bubs. What a good job. So these handling exercises, super important. I know they seem super simple, but that's why you should do them, right? Because then we're going to get our puppy ready for groomer and vet visits, and hopefully those things won't ever turn into something that your puppy doesn't like to take part in, right? All right. Oh, my jeans are so interesting. All the puppies want to chew on my frayed jeans. Yeah. Okay, so the very last thing we're going to do here, we're going to get Bleeker dressed in his harness. He is going to be the next size up already next week. I know it. Yeah, you're one of the bigger puppies. He's a big boy. Okay, so even when we put the collars on the puppies when they're really young, you know, it's kind of a weird thing for them. They might kind of scratch at the collar. So we also want to get them dressed in their harnesses right away and start that right off the bat. This is already too small for him. You're a big boy. Let's see, that's the 2X small. That one's too big. I think I'm gonna put this one on you. This one's a little bit different. Boop, this one goes over your head. Good boy, yeah. Let's slip that foot through. Where are your ears? There they are. Good job, Bleeker. So you can even see just the act of getting the puppy dressed in the harness. It's like a lot of manhandling, right? We want to make sure that our puppies are okay with that. There we go. Look at you. Good boy, Bleeker. Now he's in his harness, and we're just going to toss some cookies on the ground, get him moving and grooving a little bit while he's in his harness. These puppies are all doing really good with the harness week 1. Sometimes we put the puppies in them and they act like they're in little straitjackets and like they can't move. So we just want to get them used to different things that they might, you know, have to wear later on in life. This is part of the socialization process, right? The handling exercises that I just did, those are part of the socialization process. Come in. Whoa, go get it. All right, so that's everything for our week 1 recap. Again, make sure that you check out your initial confirmation email, watch the week 1 videos in the video library. You've also got a link in there to book your Zoom lesson for after your puppy goes home. You do get a complimentary Zoom lesson, so you can get that booked at any time. If you've lost those links, you lost the initial email, no big deal. Just shoot us an email and we will send it to you again, okay? So if you've got any questions, send us an email, and we'll see you next week.